All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7 o'clock. First thing we have this evening is a public hearing, so I'm going to open up the public hearing. It's for the ordinance to rezone 3 parcels of property consisting of 3.01 acres owned by Randy Walston, located on the corner of East Church Street and Shumpert Street. Lexington County TMS number 006-021-01-036. It's 1.5 acres. Also, 006-021-01-002 of 0.37 acres. And 006-021-01-032, 1.14 acres from R2, 2-family residential, to R1A, single family and manufactured housing residential. Is there anyone here who would like to speak at this public hearing? Sir? Come forward, take the mic, and you have 3 minutes.
Yeah,
And just state your name.
Yeah, this is Randy Walston, the owner of the property. Just one comment that last month when I was here, there was a vote that was probably 4-3. I guess I was a little shocked that the 3 that voted no didn't really ask any questions about the property. But we're asking to do something that the town council decided what the rules were. 2 acres or larger, and you had to have a manufactured home no older than 3 years of age and put on a brick foundation. All that's being applied with and agreed to. And so how we vote no on something, the town council came up with the rules of how it should be. I'm shocked that we had a no vote, but we cleaned a lot up, we got rid of some old stuff there, we're making it new, and we're abiding by the rules that the town council came up with. And that was 2 acres of land plus and manufactured homes that were no older than 3 years of age. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
I have a question.
Thanks, sir. There's no questioning during the public hearing. There's no questioning during the public hearing. There'll be discussion when we reach the item on the agenda. Thank you. Anyone else want to speak during this public hearing? No, man. This is the rules of this. How it goes. Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else who would like to speak during the public hearing? Okay, if there are none, I will close the public hearing for the ordinance to rezone the 3 parcels of property consisting of 3.1 acres owned by Randy Walston, located in the corner of East Church Street and Shumpert Street. And now I will call to order our meeting for the town of Batesburg-Leesville, our regular council meeting agenda. It is August 14th, 2023. It's 3 minutes after 7 at our beautiful town hall complex. Thank you, all of you, for being here. We got some young men, special guests here this evening. If we could, looking for Jason Prowse, would you give us an invocation this evening? And we'll follow that with the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, let's pray.
Father, I'm grateful to you tonight, as always, for your grace and for your mercy, the love that you show us on a daily basis. And I just pray, Lord, as we enter into the business of the town, as a council here, we sit here to serve our fellow men and women. Would you grant us wisdom and understanding that we serve in the best way that we know how, with your guidance, and in a way that honors you to the greatest of our beliefs. In your name, Lord, I pray.
Thank you, sir. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance if you are able. Led by Ms. Brown.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Regarding the approval of the agenda, I would ask that when we make the motion, we keep in mind that I would like to move the resolution recognizing the BLU sports up to the top of the mayor's report. If I could get a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
I have a motion. To have a second? Ms. Lemon, second?
Second.
Ms. Brown, any discussion? District 1?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5? District 5?
Third, you gotta say yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's a yes. District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
And Mayor votes yes. Motion passes. Adoption of the minutes regular council meeting. This would be July 10th, 2023, as presented in your packet. Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Mr. Rouse, do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Wise, any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Sure.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
and mayor votes yes. Motion passes. For the mayor's report, I will move these guys up. This is part of our new business. It's a resolution recognizing the BLU Sports Coaches Pitch Team on their second place national ranking. Team, would you join me in the front? Coaches and team, coaches and team.
Y'all go up front and turn and face us.
Grab me that mic. So this is a resolution recognizing the Batesburg-Leesville Youth Sports Coaches Pitch All-Star Baseball Team for the remarkable accomplishment. Whereas the Batesburg-Leesville Youth Sports Coach Pitch All-Star Team, led by head coach Chris Shealy, assistant coaches Brandon Corder, Scott Spires, and Rusty Whittle, recently returned home from Batesburg, Mississippi, where they competed for the Dixie Youth World Series. And whereas the team comprised of 7 and 8-year-olds completed their postseason run with a 14-2 record. And whereas the team began their All-Star run in the District 3 Championships in '96, South Carolina, where they outscored their opponents from Saluda and Edgefield 51-14 in 3 games, beating Edgefield in the championship game. And whereas in early July, the team traveled to Dillon, South Carolina, where they competed in a 12-team double elimination bracket and went undefeated, with wins over Louisville, Hartsville National, Powdersville, Latta, and twice defeating Gaston, including in the state championship game. And whereas by winning the state championship, the team moved on to the Division II AA World Series in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where they represented the state of South Carolina. And whereas at the World Series, our All-Stars, Team South Carolina, defeated Tennessee, Virginia, and Texas, with their only 2 losses of the entire postseason coming at the hands of the eventual World Series champions from Mississippi. Whereas not only did the Batesburg-Leesville All-Star team excel by becoming runner-up in the nation, they were awarded the Sportsmanship Award at the World Series, which was voted on by the umpires. And whereas the team was comprised of Jace Carver, Grayson Corder, Zayden Derry, Jake Long, Tucker Mathias, Cat Matthews, Baylor Shealy, Hunter Shealy, Wyatt Shealy, Fisher Spires, and Tucker Whittle. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and town council of the town of Batesburg-Leesville does hereby congratulate and commend head coach Chris Shealy, the assistant coaches, players, the parents of the Batesburg-Leesville Youth Sports Coaches Pitch All-Star Team, Team South Carolina, for their District 3 championship, their state championship, World Series runner-up, and World Series Sportsmanship Award. Presented the town of Batesburg regionally, you all represented the town of Batesburg-Leesville regionally, statewide, and nationally. And we appreciate the hard work, dedication among everyone involved, and are proud of the success that you achieved. Coach.
Let's get a better picture there.
Y'all know how to do Simple for me and you can move to the right.
See if I can photo bomb.
state told me to work.
If the team and parents would like to exit this time, feel free.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, Jay. Moving on, inside the mayor's report, our next regular council meeting will be September the 11th, 2023. Council committee report, Central Midlands Council, Mr. Bob Hall. Councilman Bob Hall.
Midlands COG did not meet for August. For July, we will have a meeting next Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you. EPAC, Councilmember Jason Browse.
Our scheduled meeting for July was canceled as there was no business to discuss. Our next scheduled meeting is October 18th.
Thank you, sir. Comment Advisory Committee, Councilman Steve King.
No report this month.
Thank you, sir. And there's no report from Joint Municipal as they did not meet in July as well. Seems to be the vacation month. Bringing us up to IOC, BL Chamber of Commerce report. President Mike Taylor, if you would. Mr. Mike, welcome.
Sorry, I have a small report, okay. Good evening. Several things. I think I mentioned I maybe left on y'all's desk last month. The course is going to be offered at Middle Technical College. It's an entrepreneurship. That is going to start in October. I think the first date is October 5th. It'll run 10 consecutive weeks. The course will be 3 hours long. There's no charge for it. We can handle around 25 or 30 people. I think we've got maybe 10 or 12 that are right signing up right now. We'll get the information on our Facebook page, and there'll be some registration forms very soon. Also, we had an advisory board meeting about, I guess, a month, maybe 6 weeks ago, where President Raines announced that Voorhees and Midland Technical College was going to enter into an agreement with the Batesburg-Leesville campus. He asked us not to say anything about it until it was formal and signed and so forth. I think that happened about a week ago. So it has not still been officially announced, but Voorhees will be offering some courses at the Midland Technical College. I asked him at the time, would we still be able to use it in the ADC meetings with the police department still be able to use it as they have used it. He said that was signed into the contract. I do not have any information as far as the courses that will be offered, but I know that the school district was there and asked several questions, and some pertaining to certification of teachers and other such things that will enhance the abilities and so forth of the college. We have our auction coming up this Saturday. We have a record number of sponsors, which I'm very pleased. We have maybe around 70 items that will be auctioned off. They are, I think, very affordable. We don't have any beach houses for rent, anything like that being offered, but we have some quality stuff. So we look forward to a good auction and a good event. October 8th on a Sunday, we'll have the Fall for the Arts on the Ridge. We'll have it. Experiment and I-20 Horns will be there as far as entertainment. We'll have arts and crafts and food trucks. That's my report, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Mike. Mr. Judy, do we have any public comments this evening? We have none. Thank you. Moving to unfinished business. Second reading for ordinance to rezone 3 parcels of property consisting of 3.01 acres owned by Randy Walston, located in the corner of East Church Street and Shumpert Street. Huntington County TMS number is 006021-01-036 of 1.5 acres, 06021-01-002 of 0.37 acres, and 006021-01-032 of 1.14 acres, from two-family residential to R1A single-family and manufactured housing residential. Do I have a motion to adopt second reading? With no motion, we're moving to the next agenda item. New business. Count,
Mayor, point of order.
Mr. Hall?
The no vote, when will that issue be eligible to come back before council?
My understanding is 1 year.
That's mine,
Counsel?
but we'd have to get clarification.
Want to get clarification.
Thank you.
New business, council vote for excused absence from last month's meeting for Councilmember Mitchell. Do I have a motion to excuse the absence?
So moved.
Ms. Lemon, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Hall, any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Not voting.
thank you. District 6,
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes yes, motion passes. And that brings us to the manager's report with his own intro music, apparently. Thanks for that, Mr. Brown. Mr. Luckadoo.
All right, to begin with, since our last council meeting, we had our annual National Night Out event, which was held on Wednesday, July 26th, from 6 to 8 o'clock p.m. in College Park. We had several churches, the VFW, the library, the Rotary Club, along with the multiple law enforcement agencies, SLED, the Sheriff's Department, Batesburg-Leesville PD, Animal Control, among others, as well as the fire department. There was face painting, snacks, activities. The fire department did the live burn again this year, which is always fun for a lot of people, and quite frankly educational, so that people can see how quickly a fire can take off and get into a flashover condition. We did have a smaller attendance than what we had hoped for, but there was still a decent turnout for the event. With that now ending, we are beginning with the planning phase of Halloween on Main, which will be October 31st. Some project updates. We held our non-mandatory pre-bid meeting this past week in conjunction with Joint Municipal Water and Sewer at their office. We had a room full of contractors and suppliers that attended, which is a positive sign. They get to see that there's an intentions among many of them to bid, and anytime you have that tells them they need to sharpen their pencils, which hopefully leads to some very good bids. Items that were discussed were communication during bidding, the procurement, schedules, permitting, construction documents, key project details, and there were some project site visits following the pre-bid meeting. Bids are due by the contractors on August 29th at 2 o'clock p.m. and at that time the bids will be opened at the Joint Municipal Water and Sewer Commission office for both projects. And follow up the last month's report of the liquid chemical feed project. It was stalled due to awaiting a wage decision from HUD for electrical contractors. We have received the decision and contractors are starting to mobilize back out, and the electricians will be beginning work with underground electrical. The infiltration and inflow contractors have been working now on the 24-inch security place lining at the Davis Pond site since our last council meeting. Also, all of the right-of-way at the head of that pond where we couldn't really get to the big dam, beaver dam that was up there, as well as the 3 or 4 manholes that were at the head of that pond in the flooded area, Since then, that right-of-way has been cleared, and they have brought in matting and put down so that now the contractors can get their vehicles back to do the manhole improvements as well as the CIP lining. Also, as you will recall, Lexington County CDBG issued us $300,000, and we have submitted that $300,000. That was mid-year funds that they have awarded us. We have submitted the reimbursement for that and should have that back here soon. Moving on to the financial update. We're at the end of the first month of the fiscal budget year. The total for all non-utility funds was $2,232,198. The total for all utility funds ended at $3,338,370. And the total for H-Tax ended at $1,083,892, bringing the total of all funds to $6,654,462. We do still have $1,328,959 in the American Rescue Plan funds, and we still have $595,119 in the revenue bond account. The next page, as always, is the month ending July from 2014 to 2023, just so you can see what the accounts are doing in comparison to previous years. The general fund ended the first month operating revenues at 11% at $641,990, with operating expenses at 6%, $343,624. Utility fund operating revenues ended at 5%, $492,987, with 5% operating expenses at $490,966. One thing that I will note on that, typically we look for an 8% increase each month, except for general fund revenue. From now until December, we won't really see 8% of money. But the reason that that is 3% lower is we have that $5 million in accounted for the water project, that revenue nor those expenses, that's throwing that number off and dropping it below 8%. Victims Assistance Fund operating revenues ended the month at 6%, $523.73, with operating expenses 6% at $577.90. And the Hospitality Tax Fund operating revenues ended at 10%, $69,367, and operating expenses at 8%, $56,787.
Thank you, sir. Moving into the next item on this executive session, we have several items tonight. Item A is discussion and receipt of legal advice regarding a memorandum of understanding between the town of Batesburg-Leesville and the town of Monetta. Item B is discussion regarding contractual matters between the town of Lexington regarding a new fire service contract. Item C is discussion and legal advice regarding matters between the town and Twin City Alumni Association. Item D is discussion and legal advice regarding joining class action lawsuit. And item E is discussion and legal advice regarding the possible sale of town-owned property along Pond Branch Road. Do I have a motion to enter into executive session?
So moved.
Mr. Hall, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Prowse, any discussion? District 1?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yeah.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
And Mayor votes yes. We are in executive session. All right. Can I get a motion to return to regular session?
So moved.
Mr. Hall, have a second?
Session.
Second, Ms. Lemon, any discussion? District 1? 3?
Yes.
4?
Yes.
5?
Yes.
6? 7?
Yes.
8?
Yes.
And Mayor votes yes. We are back in regular session. Thank you. Possible action fall to executive session regarding the town of Lexington, between the town of Lexington, between the county of Lexington regarding a new fire service contract. Do I have a motion for anything regarding that discussion?
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve that contract as presented in the executive session.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Prowse, second by Mr. Hall. Thank you. Any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
3,
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5,
Yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
And Mayor votes yes, motion passes. Do I look for a motion for the discussion and legal advice regarding joining class action lawsuits?
Mr. Mayor, I move that we authorize the town attorney to enter into an agreement with the joining the class action lawsuit.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Hall, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Prowse, any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
3,
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5,
Yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and the mayor votes yes, motion passes. Discussion legal advice regarding the possible sale of the town-owned property along Pond Branch Road.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we accept the offer for the property that the town owns on Pond Branch Road.
Thank you. I have a motion by Mr. Hall, do I have a second? Ms. Lemon, any discussion?
Just
Yeah,
one word,
sir.
I just want to let
One
everybody
word.
know that this will have to go through 2 readings and a public hearing to sell that piece of property, so this will take a little bit of time.
Okay, thank you. Duly noted. First by Mr. Hall, and a second by Ms. Lemon. Any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
3,
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5,
Yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and mayor votes yes, motion passes. Let's see. Potential agenda items for next month's meeting. Do you have any motions? All right, do you have a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Second by Mr. Hall. Any discussion?
What did you?
District 1,
Yes.
3.
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5. 5.
Yeah.
Thank you. 6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8.
Yes.
And mayor votes yes, we are adjourned.